Alright, so the next extension we're going to talk about is VS Code extension is live server. Now this is extremely useful for web developers if you're working in HTML or any kind of server stuff that you want to re-render, Suppose you have a HTML page, what happens is you make some changes to it, and if you want to go and see it again, what you have to do is you have to open up that file again in browser or stop the server, and then only the changes will be seen, right? If you make some changes to maybe even PHP file or something, so if you make some changes you have to stop and start the server. But the benefit of live server is it gives you a local development server, and it is a live reload. So you make a change to your code and you save it, it will automatically reflect. Let's go and take a look here. So you got to search for this live server, the same one that you're seeing on the screen. Let's click install. Alright, so now this one has got installed, the live server. So let's go ahead and open up a file here. So here I'm trying to use a React file. So let's see. So let's take a quick look over here. Now suppose I open this folder HTML. Let's look at an example for HTML. And suppose I want to run this folder, what I have to do is, now I have I have a form.html, index.html, couple of files over here. Now suppose I want to run this, I have to physically go over here and actually run it, double click it and run it, right? So it runs in my local browser, and if I make a change, let's say enter user information 2024 and save it, let's see. So I opened an HTML file and I'm just trying to make a small change to it. And I have saved it, okay? So now when I go back to my browser, if I go back to my browser and refresh this, so you have to refresh this, then the 2024 comes up, right? Now suppose I install live server, this is not required, it automatically reloads it, okay? This HTML file will run like on a local host server, it will temporarily host the server for us, and any changes that you do, a hot reload will happen as soon as you save it. So let's take a look. Suppose I go ahead and so it's already installed over here. So now what I can do is I can go over here and it shows me one small extension saying go live, right down. If you see over here, so I'm going to click on this, so it's going to start the server, so it runs at 550. So yeah, so now this is running on a local server here on port 5500. So now if I go ahead and change this date, okay, and save it, and now if I understand don't show again, it pops a message. So now let's look at this one. So what it has done here, it is automatically reloaded it. It has given us a message here. Yeah, I know it's given us a message. And now if I make a change to it, it's going to show the change again. Yeah, so immediately without any changes, without any restarting, it has automatically taken the change. So once again if I go, so it does a hot reload for us, and I'll make it 24 again and save it. If I go back over here, it has immediately changed to 24. So that's what this tool is about. So it's useful even for server side. If you have React.js, Angular, any kind of server side programming, and you want to make a change and you want to do hot reload of the server on Visual Studio Code, this live server is an excellent tool for that. The next one we are going to see is draw.io.